Hello, good morning, and well, I don't know what time you're watching this, so never mind. Welcome to Let's Be Frank. Today we are talking about sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I'll hand over to you because you've got a whole list.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, I was driving somewhere and I was thinking about I don't know, just some events in the news and so on, and I started thinking about things that I'm sick and tired of. So I decided I'll make a list.
While you were driving?
No, I kind of ran through, and then when I got back to the office or when I got home, wherever, I started jotting down some things.
Okay.
And I've added one or two to the list since then. But what is the point of it? You know, it's pretty pointless to make a list of things that you're sick and tired
Yeah,
of.
well, my first thought is it sounds quite negative.
Yeah, so that's what struck me about it when I had these
Yeah.
thoughts. I'm sick and tired of
Load shedding.
load shedding.
Yeah,
I'm sick and tired of corruption.
yeah,
I'm sick and tired of. And then I thought to myself, well, you know, these are negative things,
hmm
and it can affect me in a negative way.
yeah,
So why would I then make a list of it? I thought, let me make a list of it and then look at that list objectively and see, well, is this something that I have any control
the
or
line of
influence over?
insanity. Yeah,
And I'll run through the list and then I'll kind of talk about some of the things that I am sick and tired of,
yeah,
and then make that distinction.
yeah.
And if it's something that I feel is under my control, well, then put a plan in place or
Yeah.
make a decision about it. Either accept it as it is,
Yeah,
or if I can do something and the desire is strong enough to do something about it,
do
do
something.
something about
Yeah.
it.
So have you, because you said it was a few weeks ago, have you managed to change any of the things on your list? Are you going to talk about that now?
Yeah, so
Or maybe taken steps towards changing them?
yeah, so I think no, I know for a fact that one there's a few things that I have started taking steps to.
Okay,
So kind of my list started with I'm sick and tired of mediocrity.
okay,
I'm sick and tired of corruption. I'm sick and tired of ineptness. I'm sick and tired of shame. I'm sick and tired of guilt.
mm.
I'm sick and tired of self-serving idiots. I'm sick and tired of bad habits.
Yeah. Up until there, it sounded like there was a lot of political influence.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sick and tired of discrimination.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of a bad golf swing.
Getting more personal.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of procrastination.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of keeping quiet. I'm sick and tired of not changing lives for good. I'm sick and tired of not speaking the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick and tired of not learning what should be learned. I'm sick and tired of not taking action daily right now. I'm sick and tired of fear.
Mm-hmm.
That's as far as I got. And it's quite a long list.
Yeah.
Just reading through it now, I kind of go, ooh.
So have you been working on the golf swing?
It's a constant battle, can assure you.
Yeah.
But I have made some progress. I feel I've made some progress.
Yeah. So have you been able to, or have you made, have you actionably actually put things into a list of things in your control and things out of your control, or is it just as you run through it you think, well, there's
No.
nothing I can do about that? Or
So I wonder about that. I wonder about if I say that I'm sick and tired of mediocrity. I'm sick and tired of my own mediocrity, because there are cases where I feel that, geez, you know what, that was mediocre.
Yeah.
You could have done better.
Yeah.
And then there's also the mediocrity that you experience around you. So what can I do about that?
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. Passport control at OR Tambo Airport.
Yeah. This is based on a recent international trip you took.
Yeah. It is just shocking that is one of the last things that you experience about your own country.
Yeah.
And also returning. It's the first thing that you really experience.
Yeah.
Instead of welcome home,
Yeah.
you get mediocrity, ineptness, and a whole host of other things that go with that.
Yeah. People on a power trip.
People on a power trip.
Yeah.
So, is there anything I can do about that?
Write a strongly worded letter to AXA or
to an inept government official. So I don't know whether
will be put
that
on the
is,
pile of other strongly worded letters that are being ignored.
Yes. So I don't know whether it is worth my time or effort to try and do something about that. But if we all feel that way about certain things, then how is it ever going to change? So I think sometimes maybe we should take the time to write that strongly worded.
And hope it lands up on the right person's desk and someone who actually wants to make a difference.
Yeah, well, if enough citizens do that, you know, that somebody will go, wow, there's like 1 million of these things. Maybe we should do something.
Open one of them.
Open one of them.
Yeah. But that is a difficult one, because there probably is something you can do, but it feels futile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I should maybe rather focus on my area of influence. In other words, focus on my own mediocrity. Maybe look at my circle of influence. In other words, people that I deal with on a daily basis. So us as a business, you know, we don't want to stand for mediocrity.
Yeah. Well, it's one of our things is excellence over error reduction, or close enough is never good enough. I mean, that was one of our...
And quality features very strongly in our formula as well. So I can say, well, let's rather focus on those things, and hopefully through that get rid of mediocrity.
Yeah.
Corruption, other than not being part of it.
Yeah. What can you do?
So it's something that certainly as a business and as an individual as well, I've never tried to bribe an official, or and even when I was recently stopped for speeding, I didn't attempt to. I just I accept.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I can do that, but we know as a country we sit with a massive problem of corruption.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I'm so sick and tired of that is you look historically up at a number of countries. I'm concerned that we kind of accept it as, well, that is the new norm.
Well, there was actually a study the other day that I saw which said something about New Zealand and Denmark are the least corrupt governments or in the whole world. I know they're much smaller, so it's probably easier.
How much did they pay to get it?
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, I suppose you don't really know. Yeah.
No,
that leads into what my sick and tired is maybe that article that I found was not accurate.
Or that it was 10 years or 15 years old and it was recycled or rehashed now and published as fact.
Yeah.
But no, look, there are societies where corruption is not a problem. I mean, I'm sick and tired of crime. I didn't even put that on the list. Maybe it shows how kind of desensitized we've become.
Well, we've just come to accept it as the norm.
As the norm.
Yeah. It's just something you have to live with if you live in this country.
which is wrong.
Yeah.
Which kind of for me goes back
Yeah.
to the mediocrity. We accept
Yeah.
mediocrity, we accept certain things, and we've just become so accustomed and used to it.
Yeah. I think for myself, I agree with you on probably all of those things, except for the golf swing, because I haven't picked up a golf club in over a year. But I'm sick and tired of having a golf set that I haven't used. But
Yeah.
I definitely fall into the trap of thinking someone else is gonna challenge it or deal with it, or kind of the thinking that I'm not in a position to affect any change in that area, but I'm sure someone else is doing it, and I'll support them if they do it.
Is that a way to I don't know, bullshit yourself?
Yeah,
maybe a
definitely.
little bit
Yeah,
about
definitely.
I don't have to worry about that, or
Yeah.
I don't have to
Yeah.
take a stand,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's part of the reason why I made the list.
Yeah,
You know?
to be aware of it.
To be aware of it and
Yeah.
revisit it and look at things over. Well, is there something that I can do?
Yeah.
So maybe if we kind of all start where we can with ourselves and our immediate circle,
Yeah. Kind of influence, or
will there be a way, talk about revolutions that are started by individuals.
yeah.
Why can it not be you?
I don't know. My voice is not loud enough.
So I think a lot of us think like that.
Yeah.
Well, who am I to make,
Mm.
to actually start that revolution?
Yeah.
But if you say that, well, you kind of resonate with most of the things on my list, then, well, that's already two of us.
Yeah.
I'm sure that if we do a survey here, we'll find that, well, the majority of people will agree with most of what's on the list.
Yeah.
So individually, we feel the same way.
Yeah.
But where do we start? How do we do that? Anyway, that's kind of part of my little mission about, instead of sitting there going, I'm sick and tired of this, I'm sick and tired of that. Well,
What can I do?
think about it, yeah, because just making a statement like I'm sick and tired of this, it's kind of like you said, it's a negative thing. It goes hand in hand with negative emotions. That's not good for us.
Yeah.
How do I reframe that? What do I accept?
Yeah.
And then if I accept it, how do I deal with it? How do I either avoid it
Yeah.
or make sure that it doesn't influence me in a negative way?
Yeah.
But because we're part of a society and a community, it's never just about me.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody in my family to be affected negatively by corruption, for
Yeah.
example.
Of course.
I don't want anybody in this office to be negatively affected by something like that.
Yeah.
So it's never that insular,
Yeah.
except maybe my golf swing. That's my problem to deal
Well, that
with.
affects the other 3 people you're on the course with, I suppose.
Well, or not, they probably appreciate if they take my money at the end
Yeah.
of the game. They probably
Maybe
really
it affects
happy
your
that-
family and your immediate circle more because you go home in a stroppy mood. If you yeah.
No, never. Never.
Yeah.
Well, okay, almost never.
Almost never. Never say never. I think that's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. I know this is a little bit off topic, but and I've thought about it many times in the past, is trying to remove the words never and always from my vocabulary, because it's never never.
It's never
and
never
it's never
and it's never
always.
always, yeah.
And it can really have a really horrible effect on the people around you if you say, you always say that. then they're going to start thinking, oh, our power's just gone off, I think, or come back on. Ooh. Load shedding. But it's never, and you start making that person believe that it is, that they never do that or that they always do that. And that can actually create that thing that you are, I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but yeah, I'm trying to remove, I think there should be those weasel words, never and always. It can be often and sometimes and, you know, but never and always are such terrible words to use, I think.
Definitely. It's not just the other person, but when you use that, you yourself start to believe, I always and I never.
Yeah. Which is usually not the case, or always not the case.
Always not the case. Yeah, it's a very good example.
Yeah.
It's something to be aware of.
Yeah. I'm not even sure how we got to that, but it was something that jumped into my mind.
Well, let's hear what you're sick and tired of.
Yeah, what are you
sick and tired of?
Tell us, and maybe we can work together and we can find the things that we're both all sick and tired of and work together to change it.
I like that, because I think we a lot of the things, just going through that list now, you know, in terms of procrastination, well, that's something that I can definitely do something about.
And mediocrity.
And how do I do that? How do other people deal with it?
Yeah.
My own mediocrity. Where do I accept mediocrity? Where I can influence it. I don't think anybody wants to be mediocre.
Yeah.
So a couple of those things are kind of linked together. I think you start grouping them together, and so mediocrity and procrastination and fear. A few of those things can be grouped together, and you can start working on those things as and put certain measures in place. But I would like to get rid of the list as far as possible.
Yeah.
And I would like to have a bigger conversation about that.
Yeah. Get more people in the room to talk about it. Maybe we must have a sick and tired being sick and tired workshop or something. But thank you very much. Share your ideas with us. We would love to chat, and anyone who wants to guest star on our podcast, let me know.
Yes, that's one thing that I'm not sick and tired of is
learning more about everyone.
About everyone and having these conversations.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, guys. See you next week. And Jason laughed at me the other day for doing a thumbs up, so now I just did it again.